Morning everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, it's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energy. So just splitting the deck, giving the cards a bit of a clean after a couple of readings already this morning. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is TrumpOrg is now with Eric. You're wondering what Eric and Donald are up to? Here's Eric suing CapitalOne, which is a bank based in Virginia, for closing hundreds of bank accounts in March 2021, April 2021. Now, for closing these closing TrumpOrg bank accounts that apparently had millions of dollars worth of money in them. Okay, where am I going with this? So this is what Eric is doing at the moment. TrumpOrg suing CapitalOne Bank for closing hundreds of bank accounts. Notified them, didn't just close them, notified and said that we'll be cancelling due to irregularities. Now, CapitalOne, if you have a look, Google it, they do have a reputation of closing bank accounts, but they don't close them usually without a reason. Now, the case that is being put forward is claiming that CapitalOne closed the bank accounts for political views and causing considerable financial harm to TrumpOrg. CapitalOne have answered basically saying we do not close bank accounts for political reasons. That's all they've said. So I want to have a little look into this as I was sort of Googling and trying to find out why CapitalOne closes bank accounts is due to irregularities that they have detected within the transactions of accounts. So let's have a look. Why did CapitalOne, using my Gilded Tarot Royale, which is my standard deck, if you're not sure what it is, it'll be the Gilded Tarot Royale. Why did CapitalOne close these bank accounts? And then I'm going to have a look to see what's going to come out during the court case, because I think it might be quite interesting what comes out. This is one of these be careful what you wish for type scenarios. So why did CapitalOne close these bank accounts? Come on down, let's have a look. Right, just set that to get the light better. Okay. 5 of Cups. Emotional loss. Okay, so the bank accounts were closed and there was supposed financial hardship, but it's not a financial card. Looking at the 3 spilt cups, 2 cups still standing. There's a tree in the background ready to be harvested. But they're looking at something that's not quite right rather than what was stable here. Okay, let's see where this goes. 5 of Cups. 5s are about challenges and obstacles and conflict moments, pressure points, etc. So we've got 5 spilt cups. Right. The challenge is volatile information being brought forward. So why did they close the bank accounts? There's some explosive information that came. Okay, thank you. I'm really getting that they didn't necessarily want to close them. I'm really getting that they had no choice because there was explosive information that was brought to, because this was a very lucrative organization to be associated with. There was this whole money tree there to be harvested. So I feel it was with some feeling of regret that they closed the bank accounts, but they had to because there was explosive information that would take them out if they didn't. Okay, where's this going? We've got at the foundation, we've got the Chariot card. This can be movement forward being halted, chaos. This is the energy stew that Capital One was stewing in. Okay, let's see where this goes. In the past, there's stability, security, stable governance. I think the energy they're stewing in is that they actually looked at this really carefully and decided about what path forward the bank wanted to be on. I'm feeling that they discovered something really explosive here. So why did they close? The energy over is that their guardrails dictated that they had to surrender these bank accounts, that they had to give them back, basically. Now, what are the guardrails of Capital One? Possibly money laundering is a line that cannot be crossed, because this is a line, this is the backstop, the not even mission statements. This is what the bank has to abide by. So they gave back these ones. There's my money laundering card. Absolutely. Money changing hands. Oh boy, Eric, are you sure you want to bring this court case? Are you really sure you want to bring this court case? This is external, this is internal. Are you really sure? Treason, heartbreak, betrayal, loss in the hopes and fears. Felon 45, as he sees himself as the businessman, it's a nightmare situation. And we've got the Fool. Is it a new start or simply foolishness, as there is a ruling here? A legal prosecution, action being brought forward in the messaging, legal prosecution, and judgment. A couple of court cases potentially. Or this is just external legal prosecution, internal legal prosecution, and a judgment moment. Eric, are you really sure you want to bring this court case? Because I think it's going to end up a nightmare situation. Cards, we've got those. I'm wondering whether he's needing the money. They're needing the money. Because I don't think Felon 45, I don't even think Muskrat has nearly the wealth that they are claiming they have. Because, like all people in that so-called situation, they play the system where they borrow against their assets. So, you might have $1 billion worth of assets, but if you've got $1 billion and $1 worth of debt, you're poor. You're in poverty. 10 of Wands. The burden of trying to get this chaos, the infighting, the sword of truth and justice. Okay, Eric, I don't think you want to bring this court case, mate, because I think it might show some stuff. Right. I think Capital One will show the irregularities, but let's have a look. Okay, I'm being told that they're going to try and big stick an out-of-court settlement. I hope they don't, because they know that the truth is going to bring loss. Okay, show me. Is Capital One Okay, I'll just do a couple of cards. Is Capital One going to do an out-of-court settlement? Because I think that's what Eric's hoping. You want that card? The Star. No, I don't think they are. Star, Justice. And it's going to be a nightmare. A nightmare. Oh, and who have we got on the bottom? Tied themselves to this devil energy. Devil, sword of truth being brought forward, infighting, throwing under the bus. Big messaging coming out about oligarchical money. I don't think Capital One are going to do an out-of-court settlement. So what's going to come out during this court case? It's lodged in Florida, which I'm kind of surprised at considering Capital One is based in Virginia. However, I suppose Felon 45, Oregon, Eric, etc. Oh, where was that tower moment? Was that it? No, I glimpsed it, tower and then sun. Is there going to be, wish they want that card, I don't know what that card is there going to be exposure of money laundering? Like, is Capital One going to show the irregular entries? Is Capital One going to show the irregular entries? Bloody oath they are. Absolutely. And I suspect they're going to be entries that have come from Russia. Russian money coming in. Temperance, the alchemy that took place. We've got here, the voter in the past. Could be happy families in the past, because that certainly ain't one happy family. And it's all about big money. Big money. Gosh, another major arcana. Chariot. Movement forward on this, determined movement forward. This is actually huge. This is huge. Secrets coming out externally, secrets being revealed internally about the smoke and mirrors, and as Laurie from Way of Positive Change would call it, the shell game. Poor choices where they shuffled money around. Here's this treason card, again in the hopes and fears. The Queen of Cups, emotionally maturity, revealing the information. The Star of Hope and Healing, and Justice. Eric, are you really sure? I don't think you want to bring this forward. However, it's been, we've got contracts and agreements. I keep going from the top. We've got false night offer being money being made, offers being made or coming in from the devil. We've got the Hierophant, the legal system, and we've got this lies, stealing, betrayal. On the bottom, we've got dark money, the High Priestess, secrets being revealed. Oh boy, we've got the money there to be harvested, get the harvesting of the money. But I hate to tell you, this is not going to end well. This is really not going to end well. Okay. Go for it. Let's see how it plays out. Love to you all. Catch you shortly.